Coming up today on Big East Shootaround, UConn junior standout Tyrese Martin will join me to break down the red-hot 7-1 Huskies. Plus, we look at Creighton, who's won 6 straight in the Big East and heads to Hinkle Fieldhouse Saturday. Marquette's youth performing, a shot to remember in Cincinnati. Grab that hot sauce. It's tip time. Happy Thursday, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. John Fanta coming to you from the Hoboken, New Jersey apartment. We're breaking down some of the things we've seen in Big East hoops this week and looking ahead to a 4-game slate on Saturday. Let's start with 3 headlines. We begin at the Cintas Center. This past Sunday, a wild game before the playoff football revved up. Xavier finding themselves down 7 in the final minute against Providence. This game had 24 lead changes. The 24th came just before the buzzer. Colby Jones, the freshman, you know him now, launching and hitting the game-winning three-pointer. Musketeers 74, Providence 73. For Jones, he lost his grandfather just 2 days before hitting this game-winning shot. A shot that went straight up to heaven for Papa.
2 days ago, my grandfather died. It's been rough on me, but like my teammates and my coaches really put their arms around me and made it a lot easier. But I'm definitely thankful I hit that shot just know I made him proud. I know he's watching over. It definitely feels a little different, always dreaming of hitting that shot in the game. Just to see it come to real life, it's just humbling.
An unforgettable moment for Colby Jones and the Musketeers on Sunday. They are 3-2 in the Big East and head to Seton Hall Saturday. We'll get to that later on. Headline number 2, we go to Milwaukee. Marquette, could they hang on this time around? A week after leading UConn by 18 and the Huskies coming back and beating them, Marquette led Providence by 16 on Tuesday night. That lead got trimmed all the way down to 1. But it was then that they made winning plays. Justin Lewis, a putback slam, a corner 3. Dawson Garcia matching his career high with 20 points and 6 rebounds. You combine that with the play of DJ Carden, who put the dagger Euro step finish in for the Golden Eagles. They beat Providence 79-69, Marquette with their 3rd Big East win. Headline number 3, UConn is back in the Big East. UConn is 7-1. UConn is ranked in the AP Top 25. For the first time since 2016, the Huskies appeared in the poll on Monday. This team is getting it done with defense. They lead the Big East in scoring defense, allowing just over 61 points per game. And with James Bouknight out for the majority of the 3-game road sweep that the Huskies just got through, they found other contributions. Tyrese Martin in the win over DePaul on Monday night. Tyler Polley, who's the Big East Player of the Week. The senior has really come on from the perimeter. With the way they defend and rebound, and finding some complementary scoring, when Bouknight comes back, this team could only get scarier. They've got St. John's on Monday, and we talked about the momentum that UConn's rolling with Tyrese Martin. Tyrese, you transferred into this program from Rhode Island, and your head coach, Dan Hurley, has said about the way that UConn basketball's been going, that this could be the season that things start to take that next step. When you were making your decision on where you were heading, what did you see in this program that led you to believe in Coach Hurley's vision?
Well, I watched a lot of their games last year, and I've seen the potential. Definitely seen the potential in the games that they played and how the style of play. I know the style of play Hurley likes to play, and I know that fits my game really well. And I know that, I had a vision of me playing there, and I was like, it just, feels right. It looks right with me being out there. So I feel like the decision I made has been right.
What is your game that fits this program?
Just in that big athletic wing that can guard, get up and down, grab it in the rebound and just push. Since he likes to play the 4 guards a lot, so that just helps a lot for me, benefits me in many ways.
In the win over DePaul on Monday night, you come up with 2 clutch buckets for your team down the stretch. How much do you relish that opportunity to come up big in those situations?
I just took what was given to me. there wasn't really a lot to it. Not like anything was really drawn up. It was just a player had to go make a play, and at the time it was me. The play before that, the big three from RJ, I drove, passed it to RJ. He made the shot. He had that play. So, I mean, like, it was a lot of us that contributed on the defensive end. I feel like that's what got us that win, though.
And Tyrese, you guys go 3-0 on your first Big East road swing. And for the majority of that, you're without the Big East leading scorer in James Bouknight. And I understand the fact that, look, it's a team effort. It comes down to more than just one player, but clearly Bouknight has done a lot for this group. Is there truth to that idea, though, that when a player like him goes down and you can find other ways to get the job done, that for the long run, a team could be better off because you're able to work through different situations and adapt?
I mean, I think in a situation like this, it sucks for him to be out and Dre, but it just, in a different type of scenario, it gives the other players confidence because now they have to step up and play their game. So I feel like now when James comes back, I feel like everybody will just be rolling and he'll come right in rolling, and then it's just going to be dangerous for a lot of teams. You
said Monday night that you practice as a team like maniacs. Nobody practices like UConn in the country. What did you mean by that?
What I mean is our practices are long, our practices are hard, and the intensity level is high. And if the intensity is not as high as where it needs to be, then the head maniac, Coach Hurley, he's going to get on us every day. And then the assistants are going to get on us, and then it's just going to get bad. So, like, we have to bring it every day so it doesn't get bad. But at the end of the day, it's fun. It's what creates who we are in the game situation, and it makes the games a lot easier.
This program is ranked in the top 25 for the first time since 2016. What is the significance of cracking the poll for UConn basketball?
It's big, especially being the first year in the Big East. A lot of people probably thought UConn wasn't ready to be in the Big East just at their first year, but now it just goes to show, like, we're here to prove everyone wrong. And obviously it feels good to be ranked in years, but number 25 isn't where we're going to stay. We're going to climb the ladder and get better every day.
It's such a unique season with no fans in the stands and stores. I think we both know what kind of atmosphere that it could be right now if we were in normal times, just the way that this fan base is. Do you still feel their passion virtually?
Yes, through the media, things like that, we definitely feel the support and the passion. We appreciate that. We need that, keep us going. So, you know, it would be nice if we could have fans in the games. It would be more exciting, but our bench is there to create the enthusiasm and intensity to give us that feeling, and we're grateful for that, to even be playing.
Who do you love watching in the NBA that you maybe try to take some things from?
I like watching Jimmy Butler. There's the way, like, he plays, energy, like he plays like a dog. I like watching Jimmy Butler, Jaylen Brown too.
What's on the pregame playlist? Give me 3 songs.
Right now, I got a lot of. I don't really have like songs, but I'll listen to certain artists. So like I listen to Meek Mill, Lil Baby, and sometimes Gunna.
Hidden talent, hobby, something you love to do off the court?
I'm actually a good Call of Duty player. Call of Duty.
Are you the best on your team is the question.
Yeah. That's without a doubt. Without a doubt.
What's your favorite Hurley expression?
Favorite Hurley expression? Probably when he does little faces. When he does the faces, they're hilarious. The faces are funny.
Can you give me one?
I don't know how to do them. Only he knows how to do them.
The end of the season was hard on everybody. They put so much work to get back to this point.
We're going to show what we can do this year.
It's always been a dream of mine. UConn belongs in the Big East.
I think there's a chip on their shoulder to finish what we started last year.
It's going to be a big-time game. And here we go for the win.
Looking ahead to the weekend in Big East basketball, a word on number 8 Creighton, who has won 6 straight Big East games for the first time since they joined the conference back in 2013. Now the Jays will head to Hinkle Fieldhouse Saturday, 4 Eastern Time, facing off with the young Butler squad. And what this Creighton team is doing on the defensive end of the floor is what makes them a team that could make a very, very deep run in March Madness. Sure, they're averaging over 83 points per game. That's 7th in KenPom adjusted offensive efficiency rating, but they are 32nd in adjusted defensive efficiency rating in the country. The Blue Jays are allowing less than 69 points per game. They have taken a climb on that end of the floor. Tyshawn Alexander was a great defender for this team last year, but it was more than just Alexander who set the tone on that end, and now it's carried into this season. Overall, though, there's an unselfishness on this team. Even when Marcus Zagorowski was out this past weekend for Creighton, they had 6 scores in double figures. They share the basketball well, and Greg McDermott reflected on coaching this team. What stands out?
They've embraced each other. They've come and they've gone to work, and we've made strides, and we continue to improve. Is something that I really cherish, and it's we don't have a lot of issues that I have to deal with, player to player, coach to player. I mean, guys I think have for the most part embraced their role and want to be a star in that role. Do we have guys off the bench that would like to play a little bit more? Absolutely, and I'd be disappointed if they didn't feel that way. And they're working hard to continue to earn our trust and find ways to impact winning.
Elsewhere in the conference on Saturday, keep an eye on Seton Hall and Xavier, meeting on the campus of Seton Hall University at Walsh Gymnasium. This 80-year-old building will host its first Big East men's basketball game since 1985, when the Musketeers come to Jersey on Saturday. Now, Xavier will be out for revenge. Seton Hall made one of the statements in conference play thus far with the drubbing of the Musketeers in Cincinnati. Ironically enough, the road team in this series won each game between these two teams last year. You've got Sandro Mamukelashvili and the Pirates, Zach Fremantle and the Musketeers, a matchup that could be intriguing. That'll do it for us here on Big East Shootaround. Follow at Big East MBB on Twitter for the latest on the league. I'm John Fanta. Enjoy your Saturday of Big East Hoops.